Hello everyone, this is Attorney Lin Wang in Trusts and Wills, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a special guest, Nataša. Nataša is a jewelry designer in Serbia, and she is trying to build up her own business. So today we will share her story about the career with you. Hi, Nataša, would you please say hi to our subscribers here, please?
Hi, thank you so much for talking and inviting me.
Yeah. So my first question will be, Nataša, what triggered you to become a jewelry designer? Any fun stories here to share with us, please?
Well, most of all, it's the passion and the love for my work. It's not easy to be a jewelry designer because you have to be always inspired to create something new and different from others. So it has to be a good drive, something very inspiring to keep you going and to not doubt yourself. So I have to say it's passion and the love for my work. That would be the biggest motivation.
So you get the education for being a jewelry designer, like from a school or something like
Yes.
that?
I went to Italy to study
Oh, wow.
because there is no schools here in Serbia for jewelry design. It's a very specific branch, very specific field. So not much here in Serbia, but I found a school in Italy, which I loved. And went there, I went to Florence, and Florence became my favorite city in Italy. And after that, sometime after that, I went to Milan as well to finish the master degree. And then from there on, I became much more involved in jewelry design.
Yeah, I think Florence and Milan are very famous for its fashion industry, right? So good
Yeah,
to study jewelry design
yeah,
here. Yeah,
exactly. Very inspiring. Yeah.
yeah, right. So what do you do in your daily work right now? You work for a company? Oh, yeah.
I work for a few companies because I'm a freelance designer. So basically, I get a project. I'm not able to divide any projects and I'm not able to share any informations, but working with different kind of brands from different kind of countries. That's a privilege working as a freelancer because you can learn a lot from each of the culture and pick up some information or pick up some inspiration from their language, from their culture, and then you can use it to inspire yourself to design jewelry. So it's really important to find a good place while doing a freelance project or freelance work. But at the same time, it becomes difficult because you work by yourself.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
working within the team, it's much more easy to communicate and to work, and
yeah.
much more inspiring because you learn from others.
Mhm.
But at the same time, you can decide by yourself when is the right time to design, when is the right time to rest, to do something else. And yeah.
So how does this work? Like, how do you find such companies, and do they give you some requirements about designing? Like, how does this work?
Well, I learned in school that it wasn't the best method to do it, but I did it anyway because I just felt like I had to do it. I created my portfolio on Instagram,
Yeah.
and I showed my designs. And once I showed my designs, I was able to meet other brands and other companies that requested me to do something similar. So
Oh,
somebody else seeing my work, and whenever I design for myself and post on Instagram, that's how I get work. I get recognitions from other brands, from other companies, and then they ask me to do some for clients, for their brands, for startups and stuff. So
so
mostly like that.
so the Instagram is a good place for you to find your potential clients, basically.
Well, yes, LinkedIn and Instagram, yes. I would have to say those platforms are working for me, but other designers use like Behance or something else to showcase their designs, which is maybe more secure. because in Instagram everybody is able to see your designs.
Mhm.
But I found it much more communicative, Instagram and LinkedIn, because people can message you, people can ask you for designs and stuff. So it's like yeah, it's like a platform that I chose for myself, but I don't know, for other designers maybe it's not the best one.
Yeah, so we will
Yeah.
put the Instagram of Nataša like in the description column as well. So if you are interested in the jewelry designing made by Nataša, you can have a look at our description. And
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. And I have known that you are trying to establish your business and you will have your own website. So it must be a lot of work at the same time, especially you say you work by yourself. So instead of like you have a team, you work for yourself, you work everything. So how do you balance your work and the work and your life? Yeah.
Well, it was much more different. Like a few years back, I was by myself and I was just all over the place. I wanted to do all this kind of things together, but I wasn't mature enough to take it and actually open my brand, do everything for it, do the website and everything. I felt like it wasn't the right time. And a year ago, I became a mother, and
Yeah.
it became much more difficult. That's where I got the most project to do. I don't know why, but it just happened. And from there on, I think it just clicked, and I was just like, okay, I think I need to just start from somewhere
Mhm.
and do this. And it was the most difficult time because you have to balance, as you say, like your lifetime with the work routine. And only now, after a year, I realized that it's the best if I don't organize myself on hourly basis and stuff like that, but actually like dedicate some time of maybe like daily time with my family. And then that gives me like comfort that I made some time for my family and actually spent some time there. And then at night when I'm basically alone, when everybody wants to sleep, goes to sleep, I can dedicate time for myself and actually draw and listen to music and take my time to do something. During the day is very rushy. It's very you have a lot to do, especially with the baby.
Yeah.
So I decided not to rush myself and not to pressure it, and just, it's important to take time with the family, spend some time with the kids. It's
Yeah.
like it's very important. Yeah.
Right. It's very important to prioritize the tasks, especially when
Yeah,
you're not.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to now. So
Yeah. So if like the subscribers of our channel want to start their own business, like what kind of suggestions will you give?
to take it slowly and
Yeah.
not to rush. And like a lot of youngsters now that I see, especially on Instagram, because I can see a lot of different platforms and I don't know, influencers, jewelry designers, jewelry brands. I can see that it's a big rush to become rich, to become
Yeah.
famous.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is losing the passion for the work that you really want to do. You
Mm-mm.
have to stop and ask yourself, because it becomes hard at times when you question yourself, is this is really what I want? Like, am I good enough? And I think everybody like comes to that point, and you have to stay strong. You have to stay strong with your goal and go
Yeah.
forward with it. And the only way you can do it is when you have passion and drive for
Right.
that specific thing that you want to do.
Before you
So
burn
no
out.
matter what field, yeah, no matter what field it is, you have to know that this is what you want, and not to become famous for something, but actually like this is what gives me passion. This is what is making me who I am. So especially with the drawing and everything, like an artist or something, you have to have this to have the inspiration and motivation to go forward all the time, and always present yourself in the best way possible.
Yeah.
So I think that young people should definitely stop and listen to themselves and actually try different things to challenge themselves. and to choose what they're passionate about. And then everything comes in time. Everything becomes like a normal life, you know. Even if you, for example, I wanted to be a jewelry designer and work for the companies that I work now, like much earlier, but then I couldn't because I wasn't mature enough. So everything comes, but it comes in a time where it's supposed to come. So I had to take it slowly and say like, okay, I know my goals, but I'm not going to set my timing. I'm just going to go for it, and I'm going to go slow, and everything will be at the right pace at the right time. So it's the most important thing is to go slowly, step by step, and realize that not just life is not only just work, it's the family as well. It's, I don't know, if somebody is not really up for a family, maybe for friends or for something else, but it's not always, because that's something else. It's creating the motivation within you. It's creating the different environment. So it's not always just work. You know?
Yeah, that's very important. Yeah, so because we have to keep the motivation before we burn out. Yeah, that's important. Thank you very much, Nataša, for being our guest to be in this show. And we will put Nataša's Instagram in the description. So if you are interested in watching more designs from Nataša, please check our description. And you can also subscribe this channel to know more information about the development of business. Thank you very much, Nataša. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.